To our next guest. Privateer Hero missed the 450 main event by 1 this week. He is only second year in Supercross, not too many under his belt, and he's getting closer and closer. Adam Antinapp, what's up, man?
7 Deuce in the house. What up?
What are you doing, bro? You almost got the main event. Damn it.
Dude. I know. I was like right behind Gorky. Well, I mean, I wasn't right there, but Gorky was in front of me, and then me and Blows were like doing some battle action.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed, but I mean, I was pumped too that I was in fifth, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not quite where I want to be.
Dude, how many Supercars do you race now total?
I mean, like you said, this is like my second year. I mean, I'm putting in it's technically, I mean, you can call it technically my third year because my first year ever, I started at Houston and I just went for it because I did the whole arena cross thing and got my points and then said, let's go and send it at Supercross. So we went there and did it at Houston. I did the last couple rounds and then never really did any outdoor, but just did the next 2 years of Supercross and just kept, you know what I mean, trying to stack up and hit it.
Hey, how old are you?
23.
Oh, all right, that's cool.
You
where are you from? Give us a little background. Where did you grow up? Where did you race the amateur stuff?
Well, when I was a kid, I was my dad put me on a dirt bike, you know what I mean? And we were just riding around doing some circles and stuff. But I really was into BMX, and I did MBL, and I was a little ripper on BMX. And then about 9 years old, I won the championship, and we did this little thing, and I got on dirt bikes, and I was like, damn, this throttle's way better than pedaling. So I was like, dude, I'm over the bicycle shit. Let's do some big jumps and pin it. So I went there and then kind of just started around 12, 14 racing dirt bikes. And I come from this super, super small hokey town of Lompoc. And, you know what I mean? Just kind of been riding and hanging out ever since.
So Lompoc, California?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I thought you were going to follow that up, Kenny, with something.
No, I'm just trying. I don't know nothing about him. I mean,
Adam, you got 1,300.
Dude, I mean, what else you guys want to know? I'm just a kid trying to make it. You know what I mean? I'm 23. You know what I mean? I rode a little bit of dirt bikes. I was a super spode. In 04, bro, I raced the World Mini, and I got 22nd place in the LCQ of the 125 beginner class, legitly. Didn't crash.
Right.
Got 22nd in the LCQ trying to make it.
Only I remember, 9 years ago. Right.
Chisholm and Partridge, they were on full factory bikes, just my dad sent me out into the intermediate practice, and these dudes were just, ripping by me. I was like, oh, my God, dude, I'm going to die.
Hey, you know what? On a good note,
can this guy fill in for...
On a good note, if you look at a guy like Weston, he started out and really didn't have much experience riding Supercross and amateur stuff like that, and that dude just put his head down and it's been grinding, dude. I mean, I tell everyone, I remember him in 09. He couldn't even jump the rhythm section. He couldn't even go table to table. He was jumping the tabletops. Singling and just jumping over and going over both of them. And I was like, this guy doesn't even belong out there. He's dangerous to be out there. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, if they had to have time qualifying back then, which they did, but there wasn't enough guys to fill the gate. So he got in the races. And that dude just kept plugging away, and look where he's at now. A perfect example of him is a guy like Heath Foss. Yeah. I remember Heath Foss, when he started, he was terrible. And he just got better and better and better and better. And I think, you could do that too, man, because it sounds like you got the skills.
No, dude, seriously, that's exactly kind of what I've been doing. Because, I just been putting my head down and just going and going and going like the little Energizer bunny. I mean, I'm not trying to make, any super steps by all means and just pop out front. But I'm going to be here for a while, and I'm just going to keep climbing up the ladder slowly but surely, and you're just going to keep on hearing my name. And I think, truthfully, I think that's kind of one of the better ways to do it, too, because then you have, a longer career and you're not wadding so much. I see so many guys just come out here and just send it and just weed their brains out, you know what I mean? And then they're gone, and then who knows, you know what I mean? It was an amateur superstar, and now they're disappeared.
Hey, let me ask you a question. How do you who's helping you get to all these races? Are you going to do the whole series, or are you just doing the West Coast? And if you are doing them all, how are you affording to do this, or are you taking care of? You got a good backing behind you.
Well, I actually have a lot of people. Like this lady and her husband, Wanda Reese and Kenny Reese, they bought my bike for me. And then I got Jeff from California Coast Plumbing, who's hooking me up with a motor, and that, you know what I mean, Tokyo Mods hooking me up with that. And then, of course, I got Ted Parks from the Privateer Journey, everybody over there helping me out. They, that dude, he's a bad mofo. He helps us out so much. I mean, yeah, we have to pay him a little bit, but without Ted, dude, I wouldn't be anywhere even close to where I'm at, because I'm doing the whole series, but I couldn't do it on the budget that I have. You know, it's just like, I pay that dude, he hooks me up, brings my bikes to the races. I travel in the motorhome with him. We stop track to track, boom, boom, boom. We call a couple of dudes. There's some supercross tracks here and there on the way, and then we just hit them up and, you know what I mean, go from there and kind of wing it.
So I'm gonna no disrespect, but I mean I heard your name before, but I never really watched you ride. But I'm gonna keep my eye out on the 7 Deuce Deuce.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, dude, I don't know who is watching, bro, but I made at A1, it's my claim to fame. I mean, he passed me right back in the next corner, but I threw the sickest scrub down passing Josh Hill ever. I was like, oh my God, at A1.
Yeah.
I threw it, dude. I was like James Stewart over the triple. You should have seen it.
But Hill got him back next corner.
I'm going to have to go back and look at the tape, because we got the tape.
Dude,
I got the tape.
You should, because I just threw it. I was like, I'm going to wick it, and I just wicked it, dude. It was the sickest shit. I held it wide open, just panic rev, just like, oh, it was like classic Stewart. I mean, of course it wasn't that big, but man, it was.
What kind of gear do you wear? Fly?
Fly, bro.
Yeah, Fly. You know what I mean? Max Steffens, you know him. He helps me out a bunch.
Of course I know Max Steffens.
And Fly Racing, big parts of the pulpmx show. Hey, this could be
Fly all the way.
This could be a dumb question. Teddy Parks, the guy that helps you out, is his kid named Teddy Parks and races Supercross?
Yeah, dude, his little kid, his name's Teddy.
Okay.
I just got done working out at the gym because he's like, we're up in Madera, we're riding this track.
Well,
and
him and Gerke came together
at the gym right now.
Him and Gerke came together in the LCQ. Sent him down.
Oh, yeah, no, Gorky, well, dude, on TV it looked a lot worse, but I was because I was right behind those guys, and we hit the little double, right? Well, Teddy kind of went right, and then he's like, no, I got to go to the inside, so he jumped back over that little double and singled to the left. And Gorky just sent it over the triple, and he clipped it a little, and he just did this little nose endo, plowed Teddy Parks. I was like, damn. Yeah. And I thought they were both going down. I was like, that's my ticket right there, son.
No doubt. Hey, you got $1,300 for getting fifth in the LCQ, by the way.
Is that your biggest payday?
No, I made the main last year. I made 22 twice. So this year, yeah. Biggest payday, but last year I made a little bit more cash.
Oh, so you made the main?
It's nice though, getting that much.
You made the main though a couple times, huh?
Yeah, last year I made 2 main events. I made one in Houston. I got a 4th place start and ended up 7th, and then I made another one in Salt Lake City, and then in Minneapolis last year I missed it by 1 spot, and Seattle I missed it. I had it till the last lap, and me and Phil Nicoletti got together, and we parted ways. And then Vegas, I had my best qualifying time ever. And you guys know, after the finish at Vegas, it was this single over cable, finish line, right turn, step on, step off. And then it had this, super funky table over 2 singles before the triple. Well, I just did some stupid cross rut thing, and, I cracked my ankle, and that was kind of the end of that. I mean, I still finished up 5th in the LCQ. But that was I qualified 20th, and that was my best qualification ever. I thought that was going to be a good night, but it ended up sucking. So,
well, at least the best thing, if you're going to crack your ankle, it's better to do it in Vegas than one of the Anaheims.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
It was way sicker. By all means, I wasn't pumped that I cracked my ankle, but if you're going to do it on the last one. You know?
Who's Teddy Parks' mechanic?
Josh DeMuth.
Did you know that,
He's
Matthes?
a cool dude.
Well, I saw DeMuth underneath your tent. I saw DeMuth there.
He's a mechanic for Teddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
The sheriff.
It's weird seeing the sheriff pushing a bike and limping around, man. It kind of makes my heart drop, dude.
Guys got to make a living, bro.
I know.
Dude, don't feel bad for DeMuth. He's rocking, dude. He's rocking, socking. He's helping us out, and he goes around and he's got his little radio on. He's doing things, you know what I mean? And he's like, dude, you need to hit that triple. And I'm like, dude, I know, but
But
he
it's
just
a triple.
helps everybody out on the track and like in the pits, and he works on Teddy's and he kind of hypes Teddy up. You know what I mean? And it's cool because he's just out of the thing, hanging out with all of us, having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and he's got his little chick. If you come by the pitch, it's funny. Josh DeMuth and his chick are just always hanging out too.
Does he have another? Does he have
what do you think?
Another ripper?
What do you think?
Yeah. I'm sure he does.
That guy can have no legs and have a hot chick.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
dude, he's Josh DeMuth. He's got like an Excalibur on his eye. He's a badass. It's just, you know what I mean. That's the way it is.
Yeah, I have a lot of history with Josh DeMuth.
I don't know what an Excalibur is. Is that cool?
Dude, you know that sword they pull out of the rock?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do I need that?
You need one of those. Those things are bad.
Okay.
Only one guy can do it, too.
Hey, so Adam, what in this Supercross game you're in, what do you need to improve on? What do you want to get better at? What are you working on to try to take that next step? Like, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and what kind of stuff do you think you need to work on?
Let's see. So lately, I've been working a lot of starts, which helped this last week, and I got much better starts. But the biggest thing, like I've been watching Villapoto and a lot of the top guys, is when they're going through the rhythms, it's like they kind of go through them, and I'm going up and then back down. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not using so much energy. I'm using like more energy going up and down than I am going through the jumps. They carry so much more momentum, and it's like carrying through the rhythms. I'm working a lot on that. And then the middle of my corner, I have this little stutter step where my transition from standing to sitting is not there. It's like I have this little off the gas where Villapoto and a lot of the top guys, they're coming in the corner, and before they actually even sit down or transition, they're a little bit on the gas, and they're much smoother with the stand to sit than I am. You know what I mean? So I'm working a lot on that and just purely being more aggressive all the time because these guys are just, you know what I mean, everybody's getting so gnarly.
TV, do you have any advice for that? Better to carry your momentum through rhythm sections better?
No, not really. I mean, it's just pretty much balls.
No, I was asking Villaman.
Yeah, if you look at them, you have to use, like we said on the beginning of the show, it's all about legs, you know. If if you can last the whole moto, standing up, scrubbing everything with your legs rather than sit bouncing, you know, it's not like jumping all the obstacles. You know, it's easy
clearing
to do
them. Yeah,
it's easy to do pretty much everything on the track, but the quad left weekend. But if you sit bounce everything and just go over the jump without racing the track, then you're not going anywhere. And it's just you got to race between the jumps. That's basically what it is. You know, rail the turns and go for it.
Yeah, and I think too, like just like what you just said, David, is like coming out of the corner, I don't stand up enough to hit the rhythms. I'm like that first, like this last weekend, prime example. There's the start, triple on, off. There's the quad, you know what I mean, that some of the riders were doing, but it was mostly single over table, double, left-hander right there.
Right.
That little double, I needed to stand up in, and I was seat bouncing it when I was watching it, and that's like, I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but when you're standing up and you're going through that jump, you know what I mean, tenths of a second here and there, and it's just like a lot of places everywhere. Like I watched Cooper Webb in that option section. There was one lap where he just ripped it. He stood up around the outside of the corner the whole way, soaked up the first one, soaked up the second one, standing up and just triple and passed the dude right on the inside. Like, and the dude tripled into the corner even. He was just going so much faster because he stood up, carried the momentum through the jump, and, you know what I mean, executed it perfect. So,
well, dude, do it
other
then.
Than that.
But that's all about training and fitness, you know, because you can do that for 2 laps, but if you want to do that for 6, 8, 20 laps, then your leg's going to burn. And you can see the best guys out there, they do it for half the moto, and then they sit down for the finish line. They sit down for that double after the first triple. You know, like you can see guys getting tired, and it's the bottom of it. It's pretty easy to figure out what to do. It's actually working during the week, during the
hard to figure it out, right?
On the off season to actually do it on race day.
Yeah, and too, like back to what you guys were saying at the beginning, it's like it's kind of like the Western Pike thing. you need to. It's not with the fitness thing. I've been finding out it takes a long time. It's not like going to happen overnight, and you just got to stay super, super consistent with it and just work hard. I think that's the hardest thing about the fitness. It's not really it always is how hard you work, but you got to keep on the regimen every single week and stick with it, and then you start seeing results, which I have been doing, and I'm getting a lot better in the last 2 years. But it takes a minute, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So ZZ, oh, sorry, I turned your mic off instead of Kenny's. All right.
I don't think that's how hard you work. It's how smart you work. You know, like if you want to stand up, for example, for those little doubles out of the turn or those on-off right after a ball turn, you need to work like squats and jumping, it's all about the training. And also while you practice, you have to, ride like this every lap and push yourself physically just to standing up all the time. You know,
So
that's ZZ Top was right. It's about legs.
So, yeah, no, it for sure is. And by all means, it's like legs. I'm saying this, and I, you know what I mean. I know that I've been working stand-up motos. It's just it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm doing everything you guys are saying. I've been working on squats, legs. You know what I mean? That's a huge part. Cycling, that whole nine, and then I've been doing stand-up motos at the track, stand-up motos with no clutch, everything to get my lower back and my legs burning as much as I can. It takes a minute. It's hard.
Yeah, you're right about that. Cool, man. Hey, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. Let's get you back on at some point.
Yeah, for real. I'd love to be on the show. I appreciate you guys bringing me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, by the way, you're trailing in that pulpmx poll. You don't look good to win that money. I don't know. You don't have a big social media following?
No. I don't think a lot of people know really who the Napster is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my name out there, but
they will now.
I'm working on it.
They will now. Yeah. So the Napster, I like that. Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Straight up. That's the Nick Schmidt nickname right there.
Oh, Nick Schmidt did that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind that. Hey, talk about another dude that's on it right now, Nick Schmidt. God, he's fast.
Yeah, no, me and him train together a lot, actually.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Always, I think some of our listeners will be looking out for you now, the 7 Deuce Deuce. And, like I said, you're getting better and you're working at it. And, I'll bet you will see in the main really soon. So, thanks, man.
7 Deuce Deuce.
Oh, yeah, boys, keep it real. Peace.
Deuce Deuce.
Later.